Hi yogis, welcome to Yoga with Mesa and welcome to your 30-minute yin yoga for hips and glutes. So this is going to be a wonderful practice for those of us who are feeling tension in the lower body. And we are going to have a nice relaxing practice today. Let's get started on our backs. By the way, feel free to use any pillows or cushions throughout your practice if you feel like you want a little bit more support and comfort. We're going to begin in our reclined butterfly. So the bottoms of your feet are going to come close to touch, and then your knees just open out wide like a book. Your hands can rest by your sides, on your inner thighs, maybe your hip bones. This is a nice place to rest the hands just to let your hips know they are safe to relax. You can also rest one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Whatever is calling to you in this moment, let's start to arrive in connection with our bodies. And let's arrive in this moment by taking a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhale, let your day go. Beautiful. Let's do that a couple more times, becoming aware of any tension you've brought here with you onto your mat as you breathe in. As you exhale, let that tension go. One more time, fill up with air. Rib cage is expanding. And release it. And then just allow the breath to find its natural rhythm. Breathing in and out of the nose. Releasing control as you witness the inhales and exhales move on their own, like ocean waves ebbing and flowing, pushing and pulling, rising and falling. Witnessing the expansion and the softening of your belly with each round of breath. Perhaps you can relax the space around your eyes. Relax the space around your jaw, your cheeks. Just let the face relax. Let the entire body relax. Notice the expansion of your entire body as the air fills up your body. And notice how the entire body relaxes and softens as the air leaves. Breathing in, I expand. Breathing out, I relax, I soften. Take 3 more rounds of breath here in your reclined butterfly. Final inhale. Final exhale. Try to keep this relaxed breath with you throughout your practice, remembering I expand, breathing in. I soften, breathing out. And guide your hands to the outsides of your legs. Use them to help lovingly guide your knees in together. And then hug your knees in towards your chest to release your lower back. Option to take a couple of nurturing rocks side to side, really massaging that low spine. Breathe in, hug the knees in close. And then exhale, release your feet to the earth. Inhale, extend your right heel towards the sky, flexing that foot so you feel a stretch in the entire back side of your right leg and that calf, maybe in your hamstring, the back of your knee. And then just take a few nice nurturing circles with the ankle, wave hello with the toes. Maybe point and flex the foot. And then re-extend, breathing in, flexing your foot, making it bright towards the sky. And exhale, bend your right knee, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can stay here, or if you want to deepen that stretch in your outer right hip, that glute thigh area, you can reach your hands, interlace them around the back of your left thigh if that's accessible. And of course, if you want to go even deeper, you can wrap your hands around that left shin. When you arrive in a comfortable depth, not too deep of sensation to where it's pinching or burning or stinging, just a realistic discomfort. Something that you can breathe into. It's not causing pain, just a deeper sensation. Take a deep breath in and exhale to settle in. Three more breaths. One more inhale and exhale. At the end of your exhale, release your left foot to the earth and then allow your right foot to melt over to the left so that right knee also melts over to the left, finding a twist in your spine. Option to gaze over your right shoulder. A nice supine twist. With every inhale, see if you can create a little more length in your spine, so just creating that space between your vertebrae. And every exhale settles you into that space you have just created. So sinking a little deeper, softening more. We've got about 1 minute here. Final breath in and out to soften, and then start to bring your legs back towards center. We'll uncross the right foot from over the left leg. Breathing in, extend that leg. Exhale, release. Allow your knees to come in towards your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, release. And we'll do that again on the other side. Inhale, extend the left leg. Flex your left foot. Exhale, option to take some circles with the ankle. Wave hello with your toes and point and flex the foot. Just really showing that ankle joint some love, a place we often neglect. Thank you, ankle, for everything you do for me. And breathe in, extend the left leg once more. Exhale, bend your left knee, cross your left ankle over your right thigh. And then you can stay here, or of course you can find some deeper sensation by interlacing your 10 fingers behind the back of your right thigh or shin. Maybe you take a little rock side to side before you find stillness, massaging out that lower back, the hips. And then remember that sensation on that left glute, the outer left hip and thigh area should not be hurting you. It should just be a realistic discomfort, so deep sensation, but not painful. And when you arrive in the depth of your choosing, take a deep breath in and exhale to settle in. Witnessing the inhales and the exhales, the expansion and the softening. Relaxing deeper with every breath out. Three more breaths. Final breath in and out. The end of your exhale, release your right foot to your mat, and then allow your left foot to melt over to the right, then eventually that left knee melting over to the right until you feel that twist in your spine. Aiming to have your shoulders kind of connected with your mat, just magnetizing that way. And when you find the twist of your depth, of your choosing, take a deep breath in, become aware of any tension, create some length in the spine. And exhale to settle in. Release whatever is not serving you in this moment and in each moment after with every exhale. One more slow, deep breath all the way in. All the way out. Soften where you can. Inhale to guide your legs back to center. Extending your left leg long, flex your left foot. Exhale, release your left foot to the earth. Inhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Then exhale, place your forearms on the earth. And we're gonna shift forward, press into your palms then, and roll onto your sit bones. You may need to scoot the hips back, and we're gonna cross the feet and roll over onto hands and knees. So, big toes are gonna come close to touch, knees out wide. And then just start to crawl your fingertips forward. So melt your heart towards the earth. And then forehead melts towards the earth. This is our child's pose, or wide like a child's pose. Wonderful for sinking deeper into those hips and a gentle stretch of the glutes. This is also a very grounding posture, so when the world seems like it's spinning a little too fast, this is a wonderful way to slow things down. Just come here and come back to your breath, witnessing those inhales and those exhales. Breathing in, I expand. Breathing out, I relax. You have time for about 3 more soft, healing breaths in this pose. One more breath in. And out. Inhale to gently lift your gaze, pressing into the palms. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your hips. And we'll just pause here for a moment, resting the hands on the thighs, a nice tall spine. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Beautiful. We're going to transition back onto the spine nice and softly. So you just sink over onto your hips. Cross your feet out long in front of you. Before we go down, we're just going to, for about 3 breaths, we're just going to reach forward. Feel the stretch in the backs of your legs and your lower back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently sweep your hands back, walking them underneath you behind the hips, then crawling onto the forearms, and then eventually onto your back. Walk your feet up towards your hips, knees face the sky. If you'd like, take a stretch with your arms overhead, breathing in. Feel that space being created between your ribs. And then an exhale, let your hands rest there as you rock your knees over to the right. And then you're going to take your left hand and reach for your right foot underneath your left leg. So we're looking for a stretch in that the front of your right hip, and also that quad area. And if this is plenty, stay here. That right knee just kind of pointing towards the bottom right corner of your mat as best you can. But to deepen even more, you can begin to let your left knee melt open to the left. That should intensify sensation depending on your anatomy. I'm just working to feel that little bit of release in that right thigh and hip. When you arrive in the depth of your choosing, take a deep breath in. And exhale to release, to relax. Be here for about 1 minute. It's time for that final round of breath. All the way in, all the way out. Guide your left knee back up towards the sky if you melted it open. And then your right foot's going to come back to meet your left foot, both knees facing the sky. Inhale, hug your knees in, reset the spine. Exhale, release your feet. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Feel again that space between your ribs. Let it feel good. And stay for the exhale as you let your knees melt to the left. Keeping a bend in your left leg, start to guide that left knee to point towards the bottom left corner of your mat. Doesn't have to be exactly there, we're just shifting it in that direction. Then your hands can come back down. Maybe the right hand reaches for that left foot underneath the right leg if you have access. Otherwise, just that bend is fine. And to create even more depth, you can begin to melt your right knee open to the left. It might be nice to have your left hand resting on that left thigh hip area. Again, that just helps let the hips know they are safe to relax. It just helps them feel a bit more comforted and a little more able to release. And when you arrive, take a deep breath in. And let it go, soften. Releasing control of your breath for this next minute, simply observing the rise and fall, the expansion and the softening, giving yourself permission to relax and release. final breath in and out. If you melted your right knee open to the right, gently bring it back in. Guide your left foot to meet your right. So both knees are facing the sky. Inhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Option to round your forehead towards your knees. Curl up into a little ball. Give yourself a sweet, sweet hug from yourself to yourself. And when you're ready, release. Let your arms and legs go long. Let your entire body grow heavy. Take one final scan of your body from head to toe. Find any last bits of tension you may be holding on to. And then we'll take one deep breath in, aware of this tension. Where is it? Breathe in. And let it all go with an exhale. Allow yourself to be held here by the earth below you and rest. Trust that I will guide you when it is time to awaken. Enjoy your Shavasana. If you would like to continue resting, please feel free to stay. If you're ready to awaken, draw your arms overhead for a full body stretch. Taking a full breath in, exhale to bend your knees, and then roll over onto your left side or right side, whichever one's inviting you. Press yourself up into an easy seat. This is where we will seal our practice together. Coming up onto the sit bones. Guide your hands to your heart space. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Thank you, yogis, for joining me. It was my honor to guide you. May you be at peace, may you be at ease, and may you feel safe and loved. Namaste. Thank you again, yogis, for joining me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave any comments with suggestions. All my love.